What's happening, YouTube? It's Simon466cards, and today we're going to talk about friendships and the hobby. I'm going to play a short 20-second clip here from Mojo Sports when he came to the Toronto Sport Card Expo. So we'll play this clip here and then we'll talk about it. So here we go.
The beauty of this show is not the money you make and not the cards. It's the incredible friendships you make throughout the years. Because every year that you come here, you see each other. You're glad to see each other. You say, thank the Lord we're all alive. Yeah, and it's like our party, right? Yeah. We all look forward to it.
So this is from Jerry. To me, he's known as the guy with the messiest table at the Sports Card Expo. I'm sure he's been on for forever. But this thought about the hobby and hobby friendships from Jerry at the expo really hit home with me. And I have some strong beliefs about how friendships are formed. So that's what we're going to talk about today. There won't be any numbers or data today like my normal types of videos, but stick with me here and would love to hear your thoughts at the very end. So let's start off with about how you make friends when you're a kid, either in school or working your way through college. You have lots of time to make friends when you're a kid because you're a kid without responsibilities. But the tough thing is you have a very limited age range to draw from to make friends because of maturity, right? It's unlikely that a 7-year-old is going to be friends with anybody above 10. It's unlikely for a 10-year-old to be friends with anybody who's a teenager. You're stuck with limited options for where you make your friends as a kid. And if you want to think about it from an economics perspective, it's low supply, high demand. So what do you do as a kid? You just make friends based on who's around you because it's convenient. You become friends with the kid your age who lives across the street from you, which is what happened to me with my childhood best friend. Or the kid your age who takes the same bus to school as you, or the kid your age who sits next to you in class, or the kid you meet at sports, or at scouts, or whatever activity your parents decide to sign you up for. Or maybe it's the people who live on your dorm room floor in university or college, which also happened to me. When you're a kid, you make friends based on proximity and convenience because there are limited options and there's a limited age range, so you kind of just choose who's convenient, and that's people who are close to you, right? But that's not how you make friends as a working adult. When you're an adult, you have more responsibilities. You're working to pay your rent or your mortgage, car payments, bills, groceries. You start dating, you get married, maybe you even have kids eventually. You have a lot less time available for friends, even though you have a much larger age range to draw from. As an adult, you are no longer restricted by an age window because of maturity, right? We're all adults at this point. A 30-year-old can become friends with a 55-year-old. You can be in your late 20s and become friends with someone who's in retirement. It's the exact opposite of when you were a kid. It's high supply, low demand. You have more options for friendships, but also way less time for friendships. So what do? Well, you do the exact opposite of what you do when you're a kid. You get picky. You don't just pick based on whoever's around you. You focus on people who you share common interests with. So you're spending your limited free time with people doing things you love. For some people, it's a shared musical interest, a love of golf, rock climbing, other forms or types of physical activity. Maybe you have some foodie friends that you become close friends with. For us in the hobby, that shared interest is the hobby. That's sports cards. We collect cards because we love cards, but we also collect cards because we like spending time with other people who love cards. We enjoy talking cards with other people who enjoy talking cards. That's what the hobby is really about, and that's what I want to have more of in my hobby experience. We're about a month away from the National, and I'll be there to talk cards with anybody. If you're at the National and you want to say hello, feel free to send me a DM or follow me on Instagram at Simon466cards to see where I'm at. I'm sure I'll mention where I am in my stories, whether it's a 5-second hello or a 30-minute discussion about what you collect and why you collect. I'm down for whatever. So that's it. That's the video. This one's a little bit different. As you can probably tell, it's a little bit more scripted than one of my other ones where I kind of freestyle it. So would love to hear your thoughts and comments on this type of more scripted format. Thank you as always for listening and watching. I will talk to you all soon. Cheers.